This is the best four-door car in Gran Turismo 7. Also, I've heard. This is the Hyundai Elentra N, one of the latest cars added to Gran Turismo 7, and today we're gonna check out how good this car actually is. And well, for 36,000 credits, it's off to a good start. This car is unbelievably cheap and I'm super excited to actually get behind the wheel of it. Now when it comes to the performance of the Hyundai, well, it's actually not as bad as I would have expected, because we see power wise the vehicle produces 275 brake horsepower stock. Now it is a bit on the heavier side in my opinion, coming in at 1,450 kg, so almost 1,500 kgs, which is quite heavy. But honestly, the drivability of it is absolutely sublime, because you see, you can just turn, you can carry speed through the corners, and you can just have an enjoyable experience. Now we see the cockpit is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love the gauge cluster. I say that like it's not just a digital cluster. And why am I off-roading? What is going on? 8 gears. 8. Okay, so this actually has an 8-speed transmission, which is just absolutely mad. I absolutely butchered the lap as well. But if we look at the competition we are running against, I mean, we are running up against some of the best hot hatches in the game. We're looking at some classic JDM vehicles. For instance, I saw we were running up against a Nissan Silvia S15, which is an unbelievably good vehicle. I mean, even standard compared to modern day equivalents. I mean, this is a new model Hyundai, and this is absolutely giving all of these vehicles a run for its money. And we cross the line doing basically a 2-minute lap time, a 1 minute 59.9, and honestly the car is really nice to drive. So now that we have a decent experience of how it feels standard, let's upgrade it. Now when it comes to upgrades, we see we do not currently have an engine swap available for the car. However, that could change in the upcoming months, and we do see we have a wide body kit available for 10,000 credit, which is really cheap. And we see it actually does do a decent amount of stretching out of the fenders. Oh, I like that. I like that. It actually adds that little vent that cuts out there. That is a really nice touch. Then we have 2 options for a front lip, which is really needed. It makes such a difference. 2 options for a side skirt. 2 options for a rear diffuser. Type A is a bit hit or miss. And then we have 4 options for a rear wing, which includes removing it. Type A is really nice. Type B is full on track racer, and then you can make your own wing. So customization, honestly, not too bad. Look, it could be worse. Oh, front grille customization. Someone please let me know in the comment section what is actually changing, because as of now I really can't tell. When it comes to upgrading the engine, we see that this car is actually at a really low performance points rating, 505 before the wide body kits, which is absolutely low. And we see in ultimate parts we only have 1 option, but what we're gonna do is throw every single option onto this vehicle and see how much power we're actually gonna be left with. So starting off with spending 13,000 credits, bumping the power up to almost 290 brake horsepower is a good start. But it's gonna need a lot more to really be competitive, because at the end of it, the goal is to try and get a lap time around Kyoto Driving Park around the 1 minute 35 second mark. So what, we would have saved 25 seconds, which is a very big task. So as you can see, we are just going through adding as much as we can. Somehow the vehicle is still under 600 performance points, and that just changed. Now 653, and we're not done. There's still a lot more customization, and this high RPM turbocharger, which takes the power up to 610 brake horsepower, which is just, that's a really meaty figure. Considering the fact that this vehicle is front engine, front wheel drive, that is a lot of power for the front wheels to handle. We're not gonna slap that on. That was almost a big waste of money. So then we still have wage reduction. Bring that in, and currently the vehicle can go as low as 1131 kg. So extremely lightweight, pulled a lot of weight out of the vehicle, more than double the power. So this should really be an exciting vehicle to drive, and I cannot wait. So we see there's been a massive change in our competition, because now the Elentra is no more running up against some hot hatches, but now with it being fully upgraded, our competition has upgraded. Because I mean, look, we're running up against a Ferrari A12 super fast, that's a Ferrari F8 Tributo that just overtook me, and there's a Bugatti Veyron behind me. I mean, I don't think it's really fair, but regardless, we're gonna see how good the Elentra is. Can it actually compete against these vehicles? Because right now it's actually sitting with them quite nicely. Now luckily for us, we can actually go through the corners with a bit more aggression compared to the AI, and because of that, well, we can just make some sneaky overtakes. But yo, this Elentra has so many gears. We are closing in on 918 right now. Understeer, come on. The 600 horsepower going to our front wheels is not really playing in our favor right now, as we overtake the 918. Closed in, just bumped the F8 Tributo right now. Come on, shift. Wheel spin's not gonna help us now. Come on, shift. Turn, brake. Don't hit the F8. Come on, shift down. Power. I don't think we have enough to actually outpace the F8 Tributo. I know we don't have enough power to chase down this LaFerrari and the Bugatti Chiron there. Because look at that. Look at them run. And they are absolutely gone. So the corners, that's where we make up all our ground. We just ran a 1 minute 47, which I'll be honest with you, not really the best. As I said, anything faster or around a 1 minute 35 is considered competitive in my opinion. So a 1 minute 47 is quite off that mark, but regardless, you can see we are still handling these hypercars extremely well. I mean, these cars are costing what, 3 to 4 million credits, and yet here we are in our 36,000 credits Hyundai Elentra, driving past him with absolute ease. I mean, look at this, we are in third position right now. Where's first? The fact I came over the hill and didn't see first, I don't think we get in first place. Fastest lap now a 1 minute 44, but I still don't think that is gonna be fast enough to catch first place. Okay, I see first place. I'm trying to think of the corners we have. I don't really think we'll be able to catch him. Come on. But let me tell you, if this vehicle was 4-wheel drive, wow, it would really be something else. Come on. Shift. Power. Put the power down. Don't just spin. Put the power down. Just saved 1.5 seconds of our fastest lap so far. Come on. That's a bad corner. We lost so much time there. Bad shift. How am I throwing right now at the end? Downshift. Turn. Shift up. Let the car rotate on the power, and just like that, that is our hope of winning this event gone out of the window. Look at that. So we just crossed the line doing a 1 minute 43. The Hyundai Elentra is actually quite rapid. It's a lot faster than I expected, and I mean, this is going up against some of the fastest street cars in the game. I mean, how did you ever expect to see a Hyundai Elentra being faster than a LaFerrari, a Veneno, an A12 super fast? There's a Bugatti Chiron, and somehow a 36,000 credit Hyundai Elentra N is outpacing these hypercars. So now let's see if we can outpace some race cars. And the race cars we are going to be putting this car up against are those from the WTC 700. One of the best ways to make money in Gran Turismo 7 and we're gonna see now, doing some extreme fuel savings, how well this vehicle actually competes against these race cars. Now these are Group 4 race cars, and well, in my opinion, this should be where this car is categorized. Now look, with it being it's just really good. I was gonna say something about the British Touring Car Championship, but then again, let me just live in a moment, let me just experience this. So right now, fuel consumption is not looking the best, I'll be completely honest with you. If we are shifting up early, yes, we are on fuel map level 6, but the car is using quite a lot of fuel. I mean, we are already at 90% of fuel remaining, but we are doing almost 300 kilometers per hour, and there's 300 right there. So the vehicle does have enough power to get down the straightways, but yo, do you have to do a lot of shifting. I mean, look, we're coming out of a corner in 6th. Absolutely mad. Shift up to 7th now. And you're on non-optimal line, but regardless, here we are. Doing 270, 70, 80. Okay, let's grab the wheel again. 290. We aren't gonna need 300 because we need to slam on the brakes, and it was even too late for that. Wow, I'm putting on a poor performance. But come on, let's go. I really hope I didn't get a penalty for that. Shift up. Let the vehicle move. Let it go. Let it chase the cars in front of us. And we see it right. That is third place. Done and dusted. C7 Corvette. Out of here. Brake. Shift down. Shift down. Shift down. Shift down once more. Once more. Once more. Yes, again. Shift. 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 Power. We're gonna try and catch first and second place right now. That second place gone. Viper's out of here, and now to chase down the Suzuki right here and round the outside. First place, simple as that. Now in 8, we are gonna brake here, turn in on the brakes. It's again downshift a bajillion times. On the power, shift up, brake, downshift, downshift, downshift a lot again, shift up, let it gain traction. You can actually feel the vehicle, like it feels like it shakes as it's gaining traction. That's when you know, okay, it's hooking up now and we're gonna put the power down. But on fuel map level 3, the car's absolutely guzzling fuel. So I don't think I'm really gonna recommend this one for money grinding. But as you can see, the car is more than capable of just beating these Group 4 cars. But this is more in a sprint race than an actual endurance, which this event is, because we see with this event you need to complete as many laps as possible within 30 minutes, and well, you need to try and stay out on circuit as long as possible. So considering the fact that we are coming across the line with what's that, like 55% of fuel remaining, it means every second lap you have to dive into a pit. And considering the fact we ran an initial time of 4 minutes and 16 seconds, it's simply not gonna cut it. I'm being completely honest with you here. The Hyundai Elentra N is a super fast car that is actually quite fun. It's something I wasn't expecting, especially for its price points. This absolutely blew me away. Can it be used for money grinding? I wouldn't really recommend it. There probably is some way that you can, but I wouldn't recommend. But to just experience it and have fun, it's an absolutely great car.